video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Tuesday. And if you guys are having a taco, let me know. We are starting off the show with Golden, raining 50 memberships on the chat. So shout out to Golden. I appreciate him very much. And guys, we have a lot to fill you in on. I was gathering breaking news as I was about to go live because we have a conference going on right now. The exact name of the conference is the Bitcoin Policy Institute Conference, I believe is what it is. And so we have Senator Cynthia Lummis reintroducing the Bitcoin Act. So what is that? We'll get into that. We have the SEC walking back on a few things. The latest draft of the stablecoin bill. We have Bitcoin miners. We have El Salvador. We have Coinbase news in other countries. We have the Cayman Islands. We have so much going on today. And Move is going to be our project spotlight. So if you guys are ready for the Zest, the news, the education, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this video out or this stream out with friends so more people know what's going on here. Check out our two amazing sponsors of the show, Cake Wallet and Market Cipher. Use code ZESTY for 15% off on Market Cipher. Holy wow. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, as well as a subscriber goal of 19,360. So 11 more. Let's pump it up. Let's get it. Guys, we really want to get 20,000 subscribers. I don't know why it's such a hike on this channel. It's ridiculous. But we're going to keep getting after it anyway. So let me say good morning. Is the picture low quality or is that your end? I think that might be your end. We're on 1080 right now, so we should be fine. All right, so let me say good morning to everyone. Go check us out on Rumble, by the way. We're live on Rumble. 120K subs. Well, this is why we have to smash a like, we subscribe, we share it out with friends. And the more we share it out, that's when we get our 20,000 subs. We got to get there. We have Brian Lasers, Cook 4015. Good morning, Blackhead, as always. Good morning to you. David Bowles, Aquarian. Good morning. Joe Harvey, Crypto Princess. Nice to see you. Jesse, good morning. Gary's on multiple platforms. We have Golden. He says, good morning and good night. I'm going to bed. Well, have a good sleep, Golden. Get your rest. We have XRP A11Y. Shout out to Piano Matty B as always for rating in here. Golden said he's good. Golden, I think I have a tech question to ask you after the show, if I could send you a message. Let's see. Andy S, Grandpa, good morning. Bobby F, good morning. We have a rain of membership. We have Bao in the chat. Hi, Bao. He said, wowza. Good morning, Zesty fam. Everyone say good morning. Let's see. Golden said it's Golden Waterfall. That's hilarious. Let's see who else we have in the chat. We have so many good people getting memberships, too. Wow. This is crazy. Ron, good morning. Yukio and JJ are on X. I'm happy that X is working today. That's a relief, right? Fat Oracle. Rob C. Welcome, everyone. Let's see. I think I got everyone. Galaxy 9. Chris Allen. Uncle Billy's in the chat. Hello. He said just, okay, got you. Thank you. What happens to the mods if we don't get 20K subs today? Nothing happens to them because they're good people and they take care of this channel. Right, Drewski? Hello. If I missed you, then please yell at me and I will make sure I will get after it with you guys. Like, subscribe, share, buy the merch. Oh, yeah, I have to turn on the merch store again. I don't know. Do you guys still want the merch? 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emojis. Do you guys still want the merch? Michael Cartwright with 10 more memberships. Oh my gosh, pump it. Hold on, while I'm here, before we get into the news, let me actually check if I can update, let's go, memberships. Let me see if I could add a new emoji or if YouTube's scamming me. Hold on. It says 34 more members needed. So I'm pretty sure with the 60 we just got, I should be able to get more emojis tomorrow. So maybe we'll do a vote. But I really do want to do a fam emoji. That makes me very happy. So I guess we'll see. All right, let's get after it. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're getting into the market recap, then your breaking news market recap We do got all of the red going on in the market. However, Bitcoin is slightly in the green right now. Again, we want to bounce off the 76K level past that 200-day SMA that's currently at 83.4 and go to $91,000. Oval just got a member. Guys, can we, in honor of Oval, because we miss him so much, can you guys put, I'm getting emotional. I can't even say his name without getting emotional. Can you guys put Delulu emojis in honor of Oval? Wow. Sorry, I got distracted with that one. Guys, please put Delulu emojis in honor of Oval. We miss him so much. Geo said, looks like Geo was right about the alts. Geo. Oh, stop it. Oh, stop it. I'm bullish on Bitcoin nonetheless. Bearish level to watch is 73K. We're up 2.93%. We have a red dot printed, pulling down that momentum. Again, money flow is stagnant, although the VWAP is making its move back up. Geo, what's the next move? Are we going to see 69K again? Let me know, Geo. What are we going to see? Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for putting Delulus in the chat. I'm trying not to get emotional here. Thank you guys so much. We miss Oval so much. Gary said, I put in my annual leave request for mod duties from tomorrow because you're going on holiday. I hope you have a great holiday, man. I do. Thank you so much for helping the channel. Steve, good morning. Hello, everyone on TikTok. All right, as Bitcoin's rebounding ever so slightly, we're going to go internationally, and then we're going to talk about the breaking news that I just gathered. JJ, I do see your comment currently. I see the comment. I do try to catch as many comments as possible, but forgive me if I do miss a few. But that's why there's a Discord, so if you need me, you tag me in Discord. All right, we're going to talk about Deutsche Bank. We do have their trading unit that's going to launch some crypto custody for institutions. So that's going to include Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let's get into it. That's your first news from the breaking headlines. Let's go. Oh boy, sip the coffees, sip the coffees. So we have Deutsche's trading unit Clearstream preparing to launch crypto custody and settlement services for institutional clients in 2025 amid increasing demand for regulated digital asset infrastructure. The German exchange group plans to offer Bitcoin and ETH custody to its more than 2,500 institutional clients, with services expected to begin in April, according to Bloomberg, on March 11th. They'll provide these digital asset services through Crypto Finance AG, a Switzerland-based subsidiary in which Deutsche acquired a majority stake back in 2021. They also aim to launch support for other cryptocurrencies and diversified services such as staking, lending, and brokerage capabilities. This comes as MiCA has went into effect, and so we see throughout a lot of Europe there's going to be changes due to the fact that MiCA is a thing now. So shout out to that, except that, of course, you know what I'm going to say here. I don't like that they only target institutions because retail needs a hand in there too. But retail always gets left out, which is why we educate people on this channel to go to an exchange, acquire your crypto, and take self-custody, because us retail need to have the power so that way we can make our own decisions in our life. Because again, when we opt out of one system and we opt into one like this where we have more power, we're able to make our own decisions and live our lives the way we want to live it. Right in the moment, Buckeye. Hello, everyone. Are you bullish? Are you bullish? Billy said, Randi, the face of crypto, it's going to happen. Well, I do my best every single day to provide value to every single person. And that way we can be able to live a prosperous life. That's all I really care about. I care about the prosperity of humanity. And I do believe that Bitcoin and crypto will definitely help us and achieve that goal. There's zero reason to be macro bullish right now. Gio, we're a part of a digital revolution where we could be our own bank, transact 24/7, 365 with no censorship. That's a reason to be bullish. The fundamentals of crypto have not changed. Go to the darn white paper, read the first line of the abstract. SMH, Geo. SMH. SMH. See, this is why I can't give in to him. This is why I can't even read his comments. He starts too much trouble. But Coinbase is rocking it over in India. India is very anti-crypto. They have one of the largest CBDC programs out there where they were actually forcing people that were getting paid by banks and the government to have their payment in a CBDC. And they were like, yeah, we had billions of dollars in one day with the CBDC. That's only because you forced it. Okay, like that wasn't authentic. Let's get real. But anyway, Coinbase is planning their India comeback after securing a regulator registration with the FIU. Coinbase is one step closer to fully returning to India after securing registration with the FIU, Financial Intelligence Unit. The NASDAQ-listed company, which was active in the country several years ago, faced a number of issues due to regulatory pressure and eventually backed away from India. They started their operations back in 2022, but then the following year, the exchange shut off new user registration while continuing to offer wallet services to the citizens. The registration with the FIU allows Coinbase to bring its trading services to the Indian market. Earlier this year, TechCrunch reported that Coinbase was in discussions with regulators for a possible re-entry. And so we see that it plans to start up retail services again this year, adding that it is also looking at releasing other products and increasing investment in the country. What they really need is for, one, what they're aiming for is retail to get a hand in there, but also be able to take your crypto off of the exchange and take self-custody. That is the most important part, And if you're not doing that, then there's almost no point. Besides that, you could sell it or make money, but then again, you're only making fiat, which continues to get devalued, versus Bitcoin, where you can actually store your value. We're going to head over to El Salvador. They signed a crypto regulation agreement with another country, Paraguay. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I'm messing that up, then I'm just disappointed in myself. Anyway, we see they're collaborating for crypto regulation. So Paraguay's Secretariat did we're not even going to go into that. But they signed a memorandum of understanding with El Salvador's CNAD last Friday. The document is supposed to facilitate cooperation between the institutions for the crypto sector, according to the website. So apparently they'll also collaborate in the detection and control of unlicensed crypto operations in their countries, and it'll strengthen AML practices. According to CNAD President Juan Carlos Reyes, he says El Salvador continues to share its trajectory and success in the field of digital assets, strengthening international alliances to build a more connected and transparent future. They say this agreement not only fosters innovation, but also ensures financial integrity in a borderless economy. When asked for details about the agreement, Reyes referred to CoinDesk to a statement by the central bank, their central bank on Thursday, that crypto are not registered nor authorized by the central bank or the Superintendence de Valores, which was created back in 2023 and is part of the central bank. Apparently, people in their country were advised to not interact with crypto entities that weren't authorized or regulated by them. The central bank statement tells you the importance of the regulatory agreement between them without providing further comment. So apparently, they're just going to collaborate on crypto regulation, although there is no regulation, probably will end up being regulation somewhere. But it seems like a bearish country that's maybe trying to turn things around. I just hope, again, retail gets to buy their crypto and everyday people get to make money. Yeah. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Please smash the likes, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends. Let's get it. I know this is slow. I know it's a slow day. I know it's been a slow price action. But that doesn't mean we're not bullish. Yeah, OGO indeed. Let's continue to go on to the Cayman Islands. They're now requiring licensing for crypto custody and trading companies. The Cayman Islands, an autonomous British overseas territory in the Caribbean that has attracted many crypto firms over the past several years thanks to its friendly regulatory structure, now requires companies that provide custody and trading services to obtain a license. According to the country's updated Virtual Asset Service Providers Amendment regulations, the new law will go into effect on April 1st, and firms already operating in the country will be required to submit their application before June 29th of 2025. This process asks custodians to disclose the types and amounts of crypto they plan to hold on behalf of their clients, as well as provide justification for ensuring the secure storage of these cryptocurrencies, among other things. Trading platforms, on the other hand, will have to give insight into their expected revenue in the physical location of their operational hardware, as well as disclose how they will ensure the safety of those assets. Honestly, are most people and companies anyway going to have to disclose their revenue? Yeah. Their physical location of their hardware, I feel like that could be risky depending on who gets that information and how it may be used against them. And how they will ensure the safety of their assets, I feel like that's almost reasonable there. The types of crypto they're going to hold, reasonable. But the amounts, also not reasonable, because it also goes to show that the lack of privacy there. So that's a little iffy, but, at least if you're living in the Cayman Islands, you're going to be living on a tropical land and maybe get some crypto love. So I don't know. Maybe that is a step in the right direction, I guess. You know what? I'm actually going to save this. We have so much news today. It's actually ridiculous. Okay. We have we're going to talk about Bitcoin miners, and then we're going to get into the United States. I'm actually refreshing X as we speak because we have so much going on. I just would want to make sure I'm keeping you guys completely up to date on what's happening with... Okay, I think I have all the new stuff. Okay. I'm pretty sure I have all the new stuff from this conference, the Bitcoin Policy Institute. It's still live as we go. Okay, hold on. This is also new. Let me grab that. Yeah, so I'm literally getting the craziest news ever right now as we're live. So I guess that's a good thing. So that way I could give you the best quality news. But we're going to keep going as I get the new stuff. So we have Bitcoin miner CleanSpark that's set to become the second biggest or the second Bitcoin miner in the S&P Small Cap 600 index. Oh, yay, TradFi. Look at that. Bitcoin miner CleanSpark is set to join the S&P Small Cap 600 index before the market opens on the 24th of March. CleanSpark is the second crypto miner to be added to the index after Marathon was added last year. It measures the performance of smaller publicly traded U.S. firms that meet specific financial criteria, including profitability. To be included in this index, stocks must have a total market cap of above $1 billion. CleanSpark's currently at $2.24 billion, despite their 13% drawdown. We're going to look at CleanSpark stock. So CleanSpark, we actually have a chart already ready for that, will be $7.84 CleanSpark. We're down 1.88%. We do want to hold right here this level of $8.45, $8.50. We're currently, again, at $7.82, so we're looking at a bear scenario of $3.52. Bullishly, again, past that 8-something. Go to that 200-day SMA of $12.46. However, the volume you can even see here is a little iffy as we have a red dot printing on this momentum. Money flow is down. VWAP is actually below that zero line now, which is a little bearish. And the RSI hasn't been doing too swell. That's CleanSpark. Okay. So here's the juicy stuff. Okay. We're going to talk about this first. We're going to talk about the SEC. The acting chair, Mark Ueda, is actually walking back on agency proposals on crypto trading platforms. Eleanor Terrett posted a tweet about this, saying the SEC, under acting chair Mark Ueda, is considering abandoning part of a 2022 Gensler-era proposal.
Hucksters, fraud.
Shut up, Gary. That would broaden the definition of alternative trading systems, ATS, to include some crypto firms. In remarks today at the annual Washington conference of the Institute of International Bankers, Ueda said, in light of significant negative public comment received on the definition of exchange with respect to crypto, I have asked the SEC staff for options on abandoning that part of the proposal. He's also asking staff to re-engage with the Treasury and Federal Reserve and market participants to consider where the commission should move forward with regulatory changes to alternative trading systems. Yeah, shush, Gary. Shush it, bruh. Because Gary's just getting burned left and right. Absolutely flamed. Ueda also said, the new way the agency has sought to identify exchanges under its jurisdiction was to say it is included in certain communications protocols, but those were sufficiently identified and the resulting proposal would have picked up various protocols with respect to crypto assets. So Gary Gensler, again, getting absolutely flamed post his tenure. Now, my question is, when is Gary Gensler going to be investigated? Because this man was clearly corrupt. We also have the stablecoin bill, which is known as the Genius Act. It's actually aimed to split power between the state and federal authorities, which I don't know if the state should have the power or if the Fed should have the power. Either way, I feel like the people need the power nonetheless. Like, each individual person make their decisions, but I'm just a girl, you know? Just a girl in the world. The latest draft on the Genius Act, which is Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act, introduced before a hearing Tuesday, proposes a significant shift in the approach of stablecoin oversight. Now, friends, this draft wants to split stablecoin regulation between state and federal authorities while also introducing new enforcement and transparency requirements for issuers. It's sponsored by Bill Hagerty, Tim Scott, chairman of the Senate Banking Committee, Kirsten Gillibrand, Cynthia Lummis, Angela also Brooks, and it was also introduced by Hagerty back in February. Again, what you noticed here is Dem, Republi, Dem, Republic. Like, there's both sides. And so we see a lot of the Dems are flipping pro-crypto when it was very anti-crypto with the last administration. People know, these little fools know that if they don't flip, they will not get voted in again. And the entity above, help me please, because I still don't know how Liz Warren got elected. That still irks me to this day. One of the most notable changes is the increased threshold for state authority over stablecoins. So states would now be allowed to oversee stablecoin issuers in collaboration with federal authorities with a market cap of up to $10 billion, giving them greater power in regulating a larger portion of the stablecoin market. It also introduces a waiver process allowing larger issuers to remain solely under state supervision if they meet specific criteria. They also introduce new transparency and disclosure requirements for issuers. They would be required to publish monthly liquidity reports detailing the composition of their reserves, including the total number of outstanding stablecoins. Stablecoin issuers would be required to create mechanisms that would allow them to comply with orders to freeze transactions and grant the Secretary of the Treasury the authority to block and prohibit transactions involving stablecoins issued by foreign persons or entities. See, that's where it gets a little darn iffy. It's where it gets iffy because, again, if they don't like you, if they don't like who you are, what you're talking about, then they could go over to Circle or they could go over to Tether and say this person bad, freeze their money. And that just doesn't really rub me the right way. It really doesn't rub me the right way. But at the end of the day, they know they need stable coins, so this is their way of like justifying stable coins as it's not even issued by the government. So they got to have their hand in there somewhere, some sort of control somewhere. And that's really what it's about. Anyways, moving on from stablecoins, because that subject gets me heated sometimes. We have Senator Cynthia Lummis, who is one of the baddest in the Senate. She's killing it. She first introduced the Bitcoin Act, which initially would have the government accumulate 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years. So that's 200,000 Bitcoin per year. And around right now, they have that 200,000 Bitcoin just from Silk Road alone. Now, it's all about what is it costing the taxpayer. Now, you go back in time, so the alumnus was proposing that to not cost the taxpayer, we would sell our gold certificates from literally like the 50s or 70s, like gosh knows how long ago, way before I was alive, sell those for the fair market value and convert that to Bitcoin. I think that's a great idea because if we're not using them, then get them out of here. Here's a new clip from this morning when she was at the Bitcoin Policy Institute reintroducing the Bitcoin Act.
I'm so pleased to announce that today I will be reintroducing the Bitcoin Act. And I'll be joined here shortly by Senator Justice of West Virginia, who is one of the co-sponsors. And we have several other additional co-sponsors. And a lot of it is a result of the excitement that's been building. I'm so pleased to...
Look how happy she is, Cynthia Lumma. She's killing it. She's so happy. She then put up a statement. Today, I am proud... Wait, hold on. Can you read that? Let me move myself. There we go. Today, I am proud to introduce the landmark legislation that will codify President Trump's bold vision to establish the U.S. strategic reserve for Bitcoin and strengthening our nation's economic foundation for generations to come. Bitcoin is not simply a technological opportunity, but a national imperative for America's continued financial leadership in the 21st century. By transforming the president's visionary execution action into law, we can ensure that our nation will harness the full potential of digital innovation to address our national debt while maintaining our competitive edge in the global economy. Together, we are not just adapting to the future, we are actively shaping it, writing the next chapter in America's proud history of financial innovation and securing lasting prosperity for all of our citizens. You know what? I'm going to give a clap for that. I am. Shamelessly, yeah. And what I find one of the craziest things about all of this is that not only are they going to accumulate 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years, but there's going to be a 20-year minimum hold. And so there has to be a dramatic event for them to sell it. I forgot what the exact conditions would be. However, 20-year minimum hold. Lummis is killing it. Lummis is killing it. Let me go scroll X for a second because I want to make sure that I'm up to date on all of this. I'm pretty sure that I have like all the breaking news as of like right now. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's all I got from this Bitcoin Policy Institute conference that happened. So I guess that's all the breaking news I can give you regarding that. I'm sure there will be more when I hop off this show. I'll be like, oh, there it is. But if you guys wanted to go watch the live stream, of course, after this show ends, it's on X, Bitcoin Policy Institute. They're having panels right now. It's live streamed, all of that. So that's where I've been picking up the news. Smash a like, share this out. Do we have 100 likes yet? Do we? 84 likes. Smash the likes, please. Smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends. Let's get it. All right. Let's do this. We're going to also talk about what else? I think that's all I have regarding headlines. Now we're going to talk about our project Spotlight, which is on the move. Ooh, get it? Such a corny joke. Oh gosh, you guessed it. We have a move as our project Spotlight. We have Rex Shares and Osprey Funds filing for a Move ETF. We're going to look into Move in just a moment. They filed to list an ETF tracking the price performance of Move Network's Move. The layer 2 mainnet, which is built using Move VM, is expected to launch on Monday. Their proposed ETF would invest at least 80% of its assets in Move or related instruments using a mix of direct holdings and derivatives, according to a recent filing with the SEC. They have in the past filed to launch funds with crypto manager Osprey Funds, Rex Shares, including offerings with exposure to meme coins like Trump, Bunk, and Doge. I believe Melania was also part of that. I'm waiting for the Doge ETF. I don't know about you, but are you bullish on a Doge ETF? Let's see those Doge emojis in the chat. I want to see it. Let's look at Move, because Move, again, is a layer 1 blockchain that gives developers a secure, interoperable group of blockchain apps. So basically, they want to bridge the Move with the EVM, Ethereum virtual machines, so EVM compatible blockchains. And so they're the first Move EVM layer 2 for Ethereum. So that's basically what they're doing over there. They have a $1.18 billion market cap, up 4.8%. Volume is pretty significant in the past 24 hours, up 31% at $356.4 million. Let's look at the chart. I think I have a chart somewhere. Where's my chart? Okay, well, I'm going to draw a new one because I literally had one before, but it's fine trading view. It's so fine. It's fine. Okay. So there's not much price history on Move, which, again, they're fairly new, and that's why I'm surprised that there's ETS for this already. So where you want to hold support for Move is around that 40 cents. Right now we're at 49 cents. We're down 0.36%. Bullishly, we're looking at 74 cents. Momentum is up. Money flow is still in the red, though. But this is the latest on Move, and that is a coin to watch as well. We also have other coins to watch, which I'm going to get into right now. I'm going to show you gainers, losers, but also one coin that is having another ETF filing. VanEck is registering an Avalanche and AVAX ETF. VanEck registered an Avalanche ETF in the U.S., hinting at a forthcoming filing for an AVAX ETF. On March 10th, they registered a new crypto investment product called VanEck Avalanche ETF in Delaware, according to public records. Similar to other ETF filings by VanEck, the potential new product under filing number 101-25689 was registered as a trust corporate service company in Delaware. Though Avalanche is down 55% year to date, let's take a look at the chart. Poor little Avalanche, like an avalanche occurred here. $16.98 at the moment, up 4.43%. Again, you need to hold support here at this $14.92 because, darn it, we're going to be going down like a milli around. Sugar, we're going down swinging. So if we go below this $14, we're looking at a $10 AVAX, and that is scary. Bullishly, we're looking at $19. Even more bullishly, we're looking at $23. We have a red dot printed pulling down that momentum. Money flow is the lowest it's been since September of 2023. Yeah, you heard that right. The VWAP is popping back up, though. You need that to cross the zero line. And we literally just bounced right off that oversold, which could be good because you want to relieve selling pressure. I do believe, though, that when Avalanche was first coming out, as you see here, we had a lot of pumps, dumps, found support around that $10 and launched to new highs. I feel like a lot of the money was already there, but we'll see. We'll see. Gainers and losers, let's do that. Is X down? X was down yesterday. It's back down today. Well, what? Shut up. Let's see. No, X is up for me. I see X. X is working for me. I mean, I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. Okay, let's do this. All right, gainers, losers, let's do it. Gainers, we got CASP up 9%, Story up 6, Bitenzor up 6.2, Move up 4%, and Curve up 3.2. We got FET down 10%, Lido down 9, Athena down about 9, Uniswap down 7.7, and XDC down 7%. It's a little bit of a mixed emotion in the market. We were taking a look briefly at the Bitcoin chart before. We're still bordering that $80,000 mark. We're going to look at Ethereum because we also see that a dormant Ether whale moved $13 million in ETH to Kraken. That's a lot of ETH, fam. What's going on the YouTubes? Moi moi. Remember, for 4 months, that Bitcoin looks rough, but Emma. Oh, okay. I'm not going to say that part. That's not that. No. ZCX. Maybe I'll take a look at that. I don't like what you said about. She's a child. No. Okay. We have Ethereum, $1,880 right now, 0.85% in the green. Now, there were some levels to watch in between right here at 1830, about 1800, and this $1,500 ETH. Now, ultimately, that's your bearish scenario, is around 1540. In between, though, because we're going to go back in time, there was a lot of tips and a lot of selling pressure at 1700 and then 1620 around 1630. So that's something to watch. That's something to watch, just to keep that in mind. But we see a lot of ETH activity, a lot of whales moving money. Money flow is low. As you can see, if we're hitting the actual markets, this is not OTC selling. It's something to watch. Momentum is moving down. VWAP is flat and bearish. And then we do have the oversold RSI, which we bounced right off it. We didn't go actually oversold, so. Trump said all tariffs on Canada will disappear if they become our 51st state. This dude is just trolling. Like, this is getting dicey, dude. It's just like the market reacts so bad to these tariffs, man. Like, I don't know. I have nothing to say on that. I really don't. We just need, like, America to be rich. And Trump is like, yeah, man, like, if we have these tariffs, bro, like, we're definitely going to be so rich, you won't even know what to do with that money. Give me that cash, bro. But at the same time, it just really makes the market. Maybe it's temporary. You know, maybe people are just fearful because of the tariffs, but who knows? Who knows? I'm not the president. We got $88 Litecoin this morning, 0.77% in the green. We really want to stay above $85 and target 97. Ultimately, $90 is, of course, in between. 200-day SMA is sitting at $93. Money flow slightly in the red. It's really not even that bad. VWAP is moving up just a little bit. Momentum is getting crushed. Lowest momentum we've seen since back here in August. RSI is plummeting right now, right above that oversold. Just wowie. Just wow. Just wow. Hello, Steven. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Appreciate all of you guys. We have 4 more likes until 100. Pump it up. Do you have any coin requests? I know we didn't have, like, the most amount of headlines today, but listen, man, like, you know, I do what I could. Avo says Canada about to turn off the lights. Dude, I just can't. I just can't. It's just absolutely ridiculous what's going on with these tariffs. I mean, listen, should people like that are using our economy give us some cash? I believe to a degree, sure. But I mean, I'm not the president, so I can't have the best input on that. Yeah, Canada does have some tough tariffs on the U.S. too. That is a fair point. I feel like the U.S. has just been taken advantage of. Like, we've just been like the nice guy a lot of the time. Or maybe that's just what they want us to believe. Who knows? You know, it could all be propaganda. You know what? This is a good song. You guys should actually listen to this. I'm going to see if I could play it. Just a few moments of it because I'm going to get copyrighted. Yeah. If you guys You guys should listen to this song. Let me see if I could play a few clips of it. It's called Propaganda by King Cruff. It's a good one. I feel like I should actually clip it.
Propaganda.
Look, listen to it. Ready?
Feels like propaganda. Feels like propaganda.
I feel like that's valid. It feels like propaganda. Do, do, do. Yeah, so should be a little inspiring. Here's the link in the live chat. You guys should definitely listen to the song. It's such a bop. Feels like propaganda. Da, da, da. Great song, by the way. Anyways, let's keep getting after it. We have so much going on today. Scratch Eye says 197 countries use tariffs now. I guess that's just a way for people to like make money. I don't know. You're so right. I mean, listen, man. I just sometimes I put on my tinfoil hat just once in a while, you know. So Canada's tariffs are about 200%. Ain't that right? I mean, I should probably do more research on that. Yukio, where's your comment? He's looking forward for a recession so he can restructure the debt with less interest rates. I mean, man, I think the interest rates are disgusting. I'll say that for sure. Like, what are we doing? Like, you know, especially because there's so many people in credit card debt right now. There's the highest amount of credit card debt ever. But maybe, again, the tariffs are like a way to reset the market. Could also be a thought. Will we see 65K? I mean, man, like, we don't know for sure what we're going to see at any point. We don't got a crystal ball. I don't think anybody does. Best we could do is look at the chart, right? And we really, when election day happened, we bounced off of 69K and almost over the next few weeks went straight to 90. There was no support found in between. So Bitcoin coming back down around the 77K, I think is actually really bullish. So that way we could find support and hopefully don't go lower than 73. But even if we go below 70K and we see 69 again, which was the height of the last bull market, I also think that's a good thing because we could find support there and go back up and kind of have our way paved in one way or another, if that's the best way to say it. Yeah, I don't know. Are you guys bearish right now? Are you bullish or bearish? If you're bullish, put a 1 or yes emoji or a 2 or no emoji. Let me know your thoughts. Are you bullish or bearish? I actually have that as the poll as well, but I'm genuinely curious as to what you guys think. This is very much interesting. And I'm sorry, guys, if my voice is off. I've been battling some ridiculous allergies. I'm not gonna lie. The pollen here is just ridiculous. Like, you go by the cars and you just see yellow, and that's like, ugh, it's gross. So gross. Rage Against the Machine. I mean, listen, man, like, there's always going to be the machine. But the best we can do is be in Bitcoin and crypto, so that way we could just get after it. Long-term bullish? I'm always bullish. I think no matter what happens, we're bullish because Bitcoin is something that's separated from the state. We're separating money from states. So no matter what, I think we're going to be okay. We need a potato song.
A potato flew around my room before you came. Excuse me.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I'm a little too young to get that one. Oh, okay. Got you. Listen, like, you know, I do what I could. I'm 22, you know, like, I'm just like a part of this generation of Gen Z and trying to give y'all my perspective at least. Or just like, you know, the Gen Z zest of all things. Even though people think this generation isn't a good generation, I'm a little like, I think Gen Z has its perks. You know, I feel like Gen Z is very somewhat in tune. I feel like half of us are really in tune of like what's going on, and half of us are just like a little bit brain dead to a degree of like, I feel like a lot of people are very much distracted by TikTok and like brain rot. As like Gen Z says, it's like pure brain rot. And I feel like other people are like, okay, yeah, I'm very like keen into what's happening right now. I think it's very 50-50. But yeah, I think Gen Z is promising. especially because we're just like too educated in some ways, because we grew up with mostly the phones. Like I remember I was under 10 using a computer and going on YouTube and, you know, all that sort of stuff. So I feel like I learned a lot at a young age just because I had the internet. And some things like I shouldn't have learned because I was on the internet. Like I feel like it definitely wakes you up a little bit too early. Like kids learn too much when they're on the internet. Like they shouldn't know that much. I think it took a lot of innocence away from this generation. I will actually say that, which is why even like some millennial parents and even now Gen Z parents, because there are kids that are like, there are people like I'm 22. I know people like that are 24, 25 having babies or whatever. And a lot of them are saying that they don't want to raise their kids with an iPad in front of their face. Because I do see parents in restaurants that don't even look at their kid and they just give them an iPad, which if that's easier for you, I guess like everyone to each their own. But like there's no like social interaction. And like when I was younger, especially like I guess the tail end of like having to sit there and like actually be there. So I think that's how at least I would raise my child is like, you're not having an iPad at the dinner table. You're going to look at me and we're going to chat. So at least that's me. To each their own. Says the person, whoa, Wand, this is all educational. Wand. Listen, Wand, I know you might be like a little salty over there, but like, I'm here to be friends with you. That's it. Right, S. Harris, good morning. I enjoy technology age, but rather not have it though. I mean, listen, I think there's perks to having technology, but also like, you know, there's pros and cons to everything. Just watch the song 21st Century Blood by The Morning. Okay, I got you. But yeah, I think that Gen Z lost a little bit of their innocence. Keep doing what you're doing. You're a huge crypto leader, and great things will come your way. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. All the love to you, my friend. Yeah, Brian, balance. Balance is important. Should your kid be able to use an iPad and, like, know how to use technology, raise them on how to code and everything? Absolutely. If your kid knows how to code, you're a genius of a parent. But at the same time, there has to be that balance of, like, using tech, but also, like, knowing where you're at. Yeah. So that's kind of like my opinion on the whole tech thing. It's sad to see like some kids just can't function without something in front of their face. And so I'm a little sad by that. And I feel like it's going to have a big effect on this generation of iPad kids. There has to be a backup for each piece of tech. I agree. I'm loving Gen Z. They're getting what's going on and pushing back. I agree with that too. I think Gen Z's got a lot of opinions, and I think that's pretty decent because even like, you know, people in my family that are older than me were like, I didn't even know who the president was when I was younger. Now, that's definitely not the case now. Like, kids are very, like, in tune with politics and what's happening. So I think that's a good thing about technology and social media is that it, like, kind of gets everybody involved. So, yeah, I kind of agree with that, JC. Unsupervised YouTube is not a great thing. I mean, I've seen at restaurants where like parents give their kid an iPad and it's complete brain rot. Like it's like TikTok on steroids. Like there's just I would look at it and be like, what is happening on that screen? It's like not educational. It's just like bubbles and like I've seen the weirdest things that kids are watching. I'm like, and then like the kid is staring at the iPad and like eating, but like not even looking anywhere else but the iPad. And I'm like, well, how is that going to affect the kid when it grows up? But again, I'm not the parent, so you know. It's just something I observe, and that's just what I think. John said, no way if I had a child, I'd give my kid a smartphone. Listen, if they're walking home from school, if they're alone on the street, they need a phone, in my opinion. Because when I first started walking and, you know, leaving school and whatever, doing my own thing, I had a phone. And I think I got a phone probably when I was in 6th grade. So how old is that? You go to high school when you're 14, 13, 12. So I was around like 11 or 12 maybe. Is that 6th grade, 11, 12 years old? That's when I got a phone. And my sister got a phone way earlier than I did. So Yeah, Emma got a phone when she was super young, which I was like, oh, controversial. But at the same time, like, she was going to end up going to middle school in a few years anyway. But overall, I'll make a good mom. Listen, I don't know. You know, I always hope that that's the case at the end of the day. But yeah, I do. You know, I do my best at the end of the day. If I do have a child one day, whatever that would be like, I do hope I do the right thing, and I hope I, you know, am able to raise this child to be like a smart individual. That's what every parent hopes for their kid, at least. You know, raise them to be smart, successful, all those things. You know? But yeah, you know, I'm bullish overall. I'm bullish on humanity. I believe that Bitcoin will raise humanity in one way or another. Spread the energy, the good vibrations of it all. You know what I mean? So, pagers with news bites. Oh, dude, I don't even know what a pager is. So that's cool. That's fun. I mean, I remember, you know, my parents talking about pagers. Like, it wasn't too long before. Like, it wasn't too much before me that pagers were a thing. I remember my dad had a flip phone when I was younger, and then he left it. He put it on top of the toaster, which probably wasn't smart. And then I used the toaster, and the phone melted. So the phone melted. I was like, oh, oopsie. And I was super young. I melted the flip phone. He wasn't happy. But at the end of the day, I was just a kid. You know, I wanted to turn on the toaster. I wanted to turn on the toaster. Right, Peg? But I know we went completely off the rails. Anyway, guys, you run a channel where you only interact with members. Listen, dude, like I communicate with everyone. Mondays we have a community after show with everybody, and then Wednesdays and Fridays you give the members their perks. So tomorrow we're gonna have our community members only after show, and then Friday we're gonna do the same thing. And hopefully I'll have some news to share with you guys tomorrow. But I appreciate every single one of you guys. And if you haven't yet, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this stream out with friends, and comment after this stream ends if you're going to give your child an iPad. Let me know your thoughts on that. Have a great day. I appreciate every single one of you. Again, smash the like, subscribe, share it out with friends. Stay bullish, do your own research, be your own bank, and as always, stay zesty. Peace.